I recently discovered Google Canada donating almost $20,000 to the Dogwood Initiative during the last election cycle in 2015. A big internet giant donating to a registered third party that actively and openly tried and in part succeeded in getting the Conservatives ousted. Corporations aren't even allowed to donate to individual campaigns, but they can fund third-party anti-oil groups that activate against Canada's prosperity. Where do we draw the line when it comes to what kind of sway these tech companies with deep pockets should be able to have on public opinion? The internet is becoming a public utility, just like our telephone lines. So is it time for the government to regulate it? Companies like Google, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube have a monopoly on content, which means they have a monopoly on ideas too. They can shut down whatever they want to with the click of a button according to what their definition of controversial is. It's a dangerous problem that encroaches on free speech. But the problem won't be solved with government regulation. Not only would this open the door for the government to come up with new and creative ways to tax us, but do we really need an internet version of the CBC where we're forced to watch Trudeau hug puppets all day long? I'd be willing to bet that government regulation of the internet would mean a state-sponsored version of the likes of Google. Can you imagine what the web would look like if the Liberals were in charge? Climate change propaganda and the latest trends in social justice would surely take precedence. And surely what looks like discrimination against conservative ideas would just continue. It would mean that whoever the government of the day is gets to have a monopoly on ideas. That's Orwellian. But another thing to keep in mind is barriers to startups will crop up. A lot of times when the government gets involved in regulating businesses, they make companies jump through hoops to comply with unreasonable rules. So it would also mean stagnation, with the same boring old tech companies being the only option. So what should we do if the government isn't the answer? There's no easy solution, and these companies have had decades to develop and intertwine into our everyday lives. But I like the libertarian free market approach on this. Free markets create more choice, more supply, lower prices, and better service. So I think one answer to this problem is in creating more free speech-based platforms and in letting the market and the consumer decide who wins here. What we need more of is more entrepreneurship from free speech advocates to give big internet a run for their money. For the Rebel.media, I'm Holly Nicholas. Thanks so much for watching. Our critics really want to shut us down, but Ezra has a solution. Visit istandwiththerebel.com for all the details and to sign your name in support.